That is something. Okay, just a game over the age of 18. I know that part. Yes. Oh my gosh. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh my god. How long has it been exactly? I can't believe they're back. Back again. And can't click on anything. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have positive expression playing this game. Okay. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternately, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the setting menu at any times. Yes, contain spoilers or no? I don't think it'll not be that matter anymore because I already know what's been going on. I played this for like very long time, so no. But playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted that the games are age ready in your region. You consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Well, great then. Oh, of course. It's back. I can't believe it. Oh, man. Yep. It is back. Same as always. Same logo as always been. So, hey everybody. This is Steven. You can call myself the Key Game. And today, this is not actually the old one, but I am playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus! Yep, the Plus is somehow got released on Steam not too long because I pre-ordered it last night, I think. And it's finally here. But it still looks exactly the same, but it's actually called Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which you can tell by all the details are like different. It's kind of been a while, does it? It almost feels like ever since when I started making YouTube, so it has been around like almost like 4 years, does it? Oh my god. You see, I haven't recognized any girls for a long time. I mean, it's hard to like recognize it for like a very long time. Back then, I did play a little bit of mod for not too long a bit. And then I stopped for like no reason. It's like, I'm not sure why. It just like, you kept up for a little bit. But it's kind of been a while, but I kind of like miss those girls very much. The only one that I really like is Sayori, the one with the pink hair with the red ribbon. And of course we got Natsuki, it's so hard to say it, the one who always like mangas a lot. And there of course Monica, she always gets staring at me, know everything to the part, just the game and all that. I don't know what's going on anymore. But anyways, so yeah, since the game now started to release, and apparently everyone told me this game somehow like decided to release it, but like not call it Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. But to me, it still looks exactly the same, but it also comes with like different kind of new features, which I'm not sure if I want to do a play is like same thing what happened a long time, but it's even though they look like exactly the same, but even though you don't know what's going on, like spoilers, because sometimes it will get really not great at all. Something like literally messes everything up. And let me check the settings. And of course, the settings I still look the same as usual. Oh, there's the language as well. I don't know about language. There's like Japanese as well. But okay. Yeah, this looks really different. And it said enable content warnings, which I'm not sure why they even say it said contain spoilers, which I already know that stuff exactly. And there's a display options. I don't think it looks like exactly the same as it's all used to. Well, whatever. I don't think I can like return it back to the main menu. So anyways, so it kind of feels like it's been like almost 4 years since I started making YouTube, and I play it for a little bit. I kind of really like it. But I'm so happy if you keep playing that much, and these gonna be really crazy. And back then I had to do a voice person for those girls as much. I mean, I can't do much doing like this sound a girl's voice, like trying to be like how Sayori like be normal, like something like "Hi, I'm Sayori" or something like that. But on the other hand, I did nail it with the other two, Natsuki and Yuri. Yuri is somehow like very mature, sound deep, and somehow to be shy. It sounded like "Hi, I'm Yuri" or something like that. And Natsuki, on the other hand, she's pretty so childish because of her size, not because of everyone's the only one who is the tallest. Only Natsuki is the smallest. But anyways, even though she may sound like a child, so like "Hi, I'm Natsuki." What do you want to call it? Monica, on the other hand, still sound like normal, like Sayori, except something like being like a leadership. What do you want to call it? But anyway, so I really look forward to see if something really changes. Well, it feels like I want to replay it back. So my gosh, and I'm not sure how long has it been exactly. Even back then, I changed my like a YouTube channel for a bit, and now this. It's kind of been a while, is it? And also, some of the settings are kind of really different how they used to be. Usually it's going to like, when you start the game, sometimes you get like a normal screen. Also, sometimes the originals are really free, but on Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, it's really different. Because I had to buy it or something like that. But, like I said, this is kind of like a new kind of features. I didn't check the description and what it is exactly, but yeah, anyways, let's see what kind of comes next. And also, if you want to check out what did really happen at Doki Doki Literature Club, the originals, I'm gonna put the link in the description for the playlist just in case, because I did one time and I played with other two mods. I don't think I didn't finish like the last mods, and I decided to stop for a bit. But yeah, it may contain spoilers if you want to know what it is, and unless everybody know what it is. Well, if you want to like play the original for yourself, if you want it up to it, it's not free, so. But on Doki Doki Literature Plus, it kind of costs much. Also, they have it comes with discount as well. I think it's having like yesterday or something like that. Like you have to pre-order it before it's too late. But yeah, I've been waiting for them and looking forward to try them out. So, of course, we got like a still same name is Steven. Same name as always. It can be really weird if I put my name here, and some reason for there, all the girls who are gonna like recognize me like, Steven, how long has it been? Why can't you not even like come to LegionCon for like a long time? I was like, look, girls, I know it's been like almost like a year or so, and everything even changes, but okay. But even except for Monica, because she knows everything about like she breaking the fourth wall and everything, even though she's maybe creepy. So anyway, let's start. I hope it still kept them up, so still same as always, and I can still hear the music. There's the history one. Looks still exactly the same, even the menu still looks the same. We have auto. I don't think we never had the auto one as well. Only thing we have is like a save, low settings. We have skip, and then there's history, like a Luther Diagonals or something. But anyway. Oh my god, I had to do a voice again because I'm gonna. This is a part of like Sayori and I will walk to school together. So, hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. I'm also gonna mention sometimes when I record this, it didn't make much exactly. So I'll try to record like longest times as I get. Like make this like one thing go, and then by the time it happen like. When I do start poem stuff, then like straight to it, and then next day after that, I'll just stop here. So yeah, that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friends since we're children. Even she has some kind of like mental issues. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, I'm not sure. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I decided an idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh man, Sayori, I really miss you very much. It could have been a while, does it? Not to mention, you guys like I'm trying to be sipping on her, okay? It's just disgusting. I almost snapped again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. More only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Of course, I got stuck with my name as usual. I'm not sure what kind of protagonist would be look like exactly. Sometimes they make some kind of like a fan-made protagonist would be look like. But even if we see just one of those CGI cutscenes for a little bit, the originals, but never get full detail of the face appearance or something like that. So,
Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Steven.
well, if people just stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. If we draw near, the streets become increasingly spectacle with other students making their daily commute. Like walking to school like usual.
By the way, Steven, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Well, I know where I'm joining. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested to join any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's it. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of my many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm practically content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Like me all the time, I play games, I like watching animes, so don't judge me.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
Okay, don't even dare jinx it. And don't say I die at the thought of you becoming, because you're going to like jinx yourself. Which I don't want to like know what's going on, which is spoilers again. You mean NEET? Like being like a lazy person? Don't tell me I'm not being a NEET person.
You trust me, right? Don't make me worry. Don't make me keep me worried about you.
Man, it's so hard to say it. I can't even read the dialogue right. Alright. I'll look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I mean, she may be a cheerful person and all. I mean, that's Sayori for you. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Still playing like usual, but even then, if you like turn around the angle, it still looks exactly the same desk as before, except you can see it from behind. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Like the usual.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom when I was spacing out. But she was my classmate, right? I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait out for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to join. No, there's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club, which Monica was the president. So I don't know why, because she has the power. Not that I ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. I guess she can't be president then. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Well, if you think about cupcakes, I know she likes to share manga a lot. Don't make promise you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or is she so cunning as to have planned all of this out? Let out alongside. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes! Let's go!
And on the way to the corridor. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Because I love cupcake that very much. Even though I like any kind of sweets when I wanted to. But if it's Natsuki, I'll take it. To gently follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm more like curious. I can't know full details of exactly. I didn't tell you back then about, from the very beginning of all this. I wonder, what year are we exactly? Is it like the protagonist or Sayori is actually the second year? Or is it we are the third years and all the club members are the third years or something? We are the same years, whatever you want to call it. I cannot even not know. I mean, there was like 3 years. It's like first year, second year, and third year students in Japanese school. And I'm not sure. They're not going to tell me what their year is exactly. I mean, not to mention they're calling me like a senpai or something.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, pleasure meeting you. Again? Be so crazy, you lunatic, you're trying to kill yourself.
Sayori says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy! Way to kill the atmosphere!
Ah, Steven! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club!
At least it didn't say nice to see you again. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
Okay, don't even have to be so mean, Natsuki. It's so many weird how trying to be sound like really childish of Natsuki, not because of her size or anything, okay?
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sound attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Yeah, I'm more like curious. Like, what year from are they exactly? She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
I mean, that's how Natsuki is. She always be so moody. Sayori said that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Well, she already read a group about Markov, which I'm not sure what Markov is. It's more like a demonic thing or something. I'm not sure how did Yuri get that book exactly.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, says they have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like Yuri know Monica. Is that right?
Yeah, Monica. The one who tried to mess up the whole entire game and everything?
That's right. It's good to see you again, Steven.
Monica smiles sweetly, and of course with a pose again. Like Sayori's the only one who do like a weird posture. I mean, some others are just like plain normal. But why only Monica do like a weird pose? We do know each other. Well, we really taught, but we were in the same class last year. But not even apart from like, she's the one who broke the game and she want me that much. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Okay, it's really strange why I call Monica a lot, because everyone keeps saying Monica a lot. I mean, we where say like different kind of how you pronounce to say her name exactly. So I'm gonna say like, I mean you say the K, we say Ka, but if you say like C, it's like Ka, but like a K for example. But it sounds really strange. It sounds like a C and K. We're both together, so we'll just get sticking around with Monica because that's what everyone would like to call it.
Go sit down, Steven. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Yeah, way too excited. I look forward to like anything like changes. Not to like of any end of it.
Then how about I make some tea as well?
And of course, you and your favorite tea of all, yearly perhaps green tea, I presume. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica, and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, I'm not sure how she's able to do it. It's like only using like how many trays was it? It's like the only one, so I don't know. Just gonna be.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What?
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cat, which I want to see what the cat looks like. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears, because I like chocolate a lot.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Yeah, even then Natsuki have like a hard time as well in their own life, so Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cooker around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance in my direction. I'm just trying to eat the cookie, okay, Natsuki? Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The ice is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thinking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made it for you or anything.
Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy.
well, it's not really strange they always call me dummy a lot. Or usually when I call like a baka or something like that. I mean, she became tsundere herself because she wasn't blushing or not, so. I mean, you know what it is. Alright. I gave up Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? We're not sure, is that allowed?
Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea helps you enjoy a good book?
Well, you wouldn't want to like to read books a lot, Yuri. I guess?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. He was just trying to impress you.
Well, she's trying to impress me. She wouldn't watch me that much. Like, she want to pull my skin all of a sudden.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you.
Well, tea reading might not be a pastime for me,
But I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the Literature Club?
My reasons. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so...
It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
And not referring to being dead, right? Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader to the big club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs.
Well, you don't like politics a lot?
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, the publicity, and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it's encouraged others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Manga really is the great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement, which is still semi signs as usual. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet, because there's only 4, so what can you expect? It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important.
Which I really want to see the festival, which you've been caught up because the Sayori is not gonna say that. It's maybe a sport for everybody else, so I'm more like curious at what the festival will look like.
I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yay!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees, except for me. So different girls aren't interested in the same goal, are they? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Steven, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, you gotta say manga, right? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I'm not quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki had suddenly perks up, because she liked manga's alive. I don't think I never read manga myself, but what can you do?
Unless she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of the reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri chews the rims of her teacup with her finger. Is she like thinking or something? But she reads one of those Markov, right?
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
She seems to be reserved
and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up and that she finds her confident in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Like you're being crazy person?
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for the loop?
If you talk about a loop, like going back over again like usual.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
It figures, because everything's filled with horrors. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with Rock.
Really? I wouldn't expect that, Yuri. Was someone as gentle as you?
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me into another world, then I really can't put it down. So really, horror is something very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What did you do here?
Because you're short?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it loud! Get it back! Fine. Your cookies, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
So I settled up behind Natsuki and put her head on her shoulder.
I'm not cute!
Look, judging by how her face how you look like, being tsundere. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why not just share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerability, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Then, Yuri, you are something. Maybe you could become like a horror story novelist.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share her.
No, she's still being shy. And I get the same for Yuri.
Aw, I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sat in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Eh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Not me and Sayori.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. And... Yay! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of a club. Is that right, Steven?
Monica smiled warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What is that? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I'm glad to come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at that, I lose my train of thought. You couldn't even say no to all those girls with this sad face. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Steven!
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the Ledger Club. Again. When my one, the girl's eyes lit up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sai wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed. Then that makes it official!
At least Monica didn't say like, it's great to be back again, or something.
Welcome to the Ledger Club!
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone! I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me, once more.
Steven, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah, write a poem. Like different kind of random words, I'm not sure it might be important. Yeah. Can I really praise the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'm already feeling the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Steven, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Saya and I never walk home together anymore because she always stay after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home, like everybody else. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. And that shit might be necessary for that. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstance and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. Am I gonna write poem? Please tell me you're gonna write poems. It's time to write poem! Big words you think your favorite club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. And also, I kind of forgot to mention to tell you, if you think about go pull up the browser file, I did try it before I start like playing it, but apparently they must in Literature Plus. It kind of really changes, so yeah. I mean, there's no way you like look them up or something, or don't do anything for the character files or something like that. I'm not sure how Monika's gonna like modify it or something. So anyway, and of course we still just have the auto save here, which is keep up for it. And still got 6 space like usual, so I might as well do this. It looks the same as usual, but except about the like loading something. But anyways, yeah, I gotta do the same thing like I did before. So from each word, sometimes it goes on something that I like the most of it, where it depends on it. Like so for Sayori, for example, she sometimes having like a hard time to deal with situation or something. I had to pick something up like someone. But Yuri on the other hand, she likes something that's very dark, and Natsuki, she likes something really cute or something like that. So that's hard to explain for much. I'm gonna do the same thing like I did before back then. Like, I really love Sayori, like I always do. So, even though I don't know much of where I want to pick exactly, it's gonna be a hard time to think it out. About adventure. Sayori, I like that adventure. Clouds. That's a good like clouds as well. Hope. Yeah, she liked that part. Mash got an idea about some more. Dream. Do you like Dream, Yuri? Okay. Pain. So you like the pain. Or something like that. Holiday. Mission like that. Heartbeat, I think it's more like a Yuri thing. Dance. So I like dance. Childhood. That's what Sayori likes it. Family. I got Doki Doki Poetry Slam, which, strange enough, they have like achievement for there. I don't think they have that original, so it's really strange. Anxiety. I'm pretty sure that's Sayori's, was it? No, that's Yuri's. Daydream. Sayori like that. Jump. Natsuki like that part. Happiness. Sayori like that. And of course, it's still like 20 like usual. Is Sayori's a clumsy one? Yeah, she's Sayori's the clumsy one. Smile. Maybe treasure. Sayori like that. Probably something that is cute. Wonderful. Friends. Doki Doki. No, Sayori like that. I don't like the part that says suicide. That's more like Yuri's thing. And this rat as well. That's more like Yuri's thing. Playground. I think that's all of it. I forgot this is like the last part of it. Anyway.
Again, Steven! Glad to see you didn't run away from us.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many words I didn't even count it. I'm pretty sure I did all the Sayori one. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. When I'm back at the Lecture Club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Steven. How this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slacks. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any class this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come in and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, manga and manga. It's always manga.
Manga is literature!
You said that, Natsuki. Man, I kinda like Natsuki a lot. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Steven always gives it his speed as long as she's having fun. He helps me with basic work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
And actually, if any of parents are here then, you already have a lot for the parents, it's Natsuki. Because something about the fact is about Natsuki's father somehow boosting her a lot for no reason. But like, I'm not sure why. I mean, that's how stuff works. But I'm not sure what happened to our family.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You Stevie can't become good friends too.
Why don't we all be friends?
Sayori.
As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into it.
Oh, you even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
Eh? Me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sorry, I made it sound like a big deal when it's not really not. What do I do?
I get how you feel. You really embarrass yourself.
Eh? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it could keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know,
Read together, you read for that.
discuss it if you wanted.
This is...
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book. She thinks I'm like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I definitely take the book. Like, try and pretend it like you love it.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the clubs. Which when strange, I noticed that why Yuri is the only one for like, come to me, like, I want you to read that book or something. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Okay, this might be part of the Sayori route, right? Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her tense expression. She was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Look at the manga like usual. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess it could always be some of the books Yuri gave me. But I feel a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes, end up listening on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun with things, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. Like she's trying to like enjoy herself. It's rarely hear her deliberately like this.
Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking.
Because Natsuki liked to make cupcakes, so I guess that's one weakness for Sayori now.
Natsuki would love to do that. You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested? Cupcakes beat to my creative tummy. Okay, this then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
If I myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, has trouble finding the motivation of all. Sayori can put her mind to deeds and make them come to life. Suppose that's why I end up letting her get on case about things. I can't but wonder what it will be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh god, it came out of nowhere. I forgot about that when some of the world goes there. Sayori is really that close. Open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club.
Does our school have an epic club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud! Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica over here.
It's true though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
Don't you dare lie to me. I know how you feel. You need some help. That's not very convincing.
How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glanced around at herself.
How's it been all over me?
Well, secret. That's all it is. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Yeah.
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. But she looks okay, so what's the point about that? Man, you really need a brush for this. Don't you have a hairbrush, Sayori?
My ears are just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe the stain with my finger. I don't know how you you're trying to get up that fast or something?
But nobody would ever notice that.
Well, of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. But it looks fine to me. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Okay, you went too far.
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I'll set the banner blaze from the bottom. We're gonna do the image again. Once you see how much it better looks, you'll change your mind. Of course, it's ain't there usual. You know, like get full screen for it. Okay, I guess still full screen. Like you can use like press the right mouse click so you can see like full details and to give away the text box and everything. So maybe they wanted to like make a thumbnail or something. So yeah.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Okay, that went too far, Sayori. Eh? Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this.
Okay, went too far, Sayori.
Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I mean, does it?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It needs my
Okay, cannot even say that. I mean, that's kind of gross. I cannot say that.
My bees got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud! I mean, I'm the only guy here, okay? Anyway, you look much better now too. So, yeah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not good at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Yeah, up close personal. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep the unbuttoned, then I won't go get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal. Don't tell me, have I been stay up all night playing video games? Is that what you're thinking?
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You doing it again, Sayori?
Oh, but I was joking that time.
You're not joking at all. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometime.
Okay, everyone.
Eh? Nanka suddenly calls out. It means time, right?
Why don't we share the poem we wrote now? Yay! Steven, I can't wait to read your poem. Read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, so I still brought a way to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you write a poem last night?
Yeah? I realize it ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I know who I'm sharing with.
I can't wait!
Sayori and Manaka enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from the spiral notebook. I guess she wasn't very prepared at all still. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's printed out handwriting from where I sit. Yeah, it's written all over it, where she was writing. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same, myself. Am I gonna do the same things? Who wanna share my poem first? Well, of course, we're gonna save here like the usual, just in case something happens. Of course, I got another weird loaded names again. Anyways, I'm not gonna keep going because I'm not sure how long it lasts exactly. Because it may take like a long dialogue exactly. We'll see how it goes. So let's go with Sayori first because she's my best friend. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Other than like every usual stuff, like all the times, I go with Sayori and Natsuki. Then Monica, I don't know why I picked Monica for third place one. And Yuri, yeah, because I don't want to get him trying to kill me or something like that. Okay, not because we're like my favorite one out of all, but just saying.
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Steven.
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. All you did is put down words. Nothing came into your mind.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I was like either.
Yeah, I think you and I were the same. Like, we don't know what it is. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I can understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I wrote me your poem, not just a poem, it's a Steven poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against the chest. Okay, don't make it too much, and don't destroy my paper, okay? You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. And I'm really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I see before. Even deep down, you're not selfish at all. You know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori see the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
You and me both. We'll see about that. Did you get the same day before? Dear Sunshine, the way you grow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feels like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast! Oh, of course. It's still the same poem like usual. Like, final part at the end, just like I have to scroll down like I said. Like, to see more. And I want breakfast. Can I press it up there? No? Okay, this is really strange. I had to press continue, which I never seen that before, so... Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Really? Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. Say, I want breakfast.
I meant eggs and toast.
Do you? Even though you were late at school?
It's better to skip breakfast.
I can't understand why I say breakfast or something like that. That's not very strange.
Are you not cranky?
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. You wear a pouting face.
This was so much fun. Mangaka's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who shall I my poem next? I'm not sure it's still gonna affect everything, because the fact that it's unlike the originals, sometimes you try and make mess up the files and everything. I'm not sure what happened in the end if Manga do something. So let's hope nothing bad thing's gonna happen. Let's go for Natsuki.
Well, it's about what I expect for someone like you.
That's a little blunt. I wrote something. There's a little bit word from yours as well, Natsuki.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
You might with someone. I'll pass.
Hey. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it.
Of course, it's one of those weird small poems there. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, not just saying it's already stupid and all that, but at least something.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest!
I am. Why is it convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, when it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Wait, that's not you know. That's supposed to be not Natsuki, is it? Is it?
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, that's what Natsuki's saying. Yeah, I guess. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud when I won't take that away from her. Yeah, I'm more curious like what year are they? Even their age don't even matter at all, so... Anyway, let's go for Monica.
Hi, Steven! Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good! Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things can do better, I always listen. Don't be afraid to bring this up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring that up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your ball with me?
It's kinda embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Steven. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
I like this one.
You sure about that? It's just only words.
It made me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't surprise if you had those sort of things in common.
Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarity that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in the different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's a kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's like exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure that I'm trying the different things a lot. It could take a while before I could feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
No, trust me, Monica. Your poems are so very sophisticated. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. Now, hole in wall. It's still the same spell as usual, so... that's all of it. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the sparkler protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I feel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Okay, so that's something. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. You're not fair to let Monica keep looking at me no matter what.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. But performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit.
Epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that. I guess it's kinda coming on strongly.
Yeah, I know. It's getting really deep, trust me.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Of course, we have the Monica's writing tip of the day.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Like usual. Of course, you do some kind of announcement or something. So anyway, the last one is Yuri. Yuri stared at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. My guess is that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri bathes her faith in her hands.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really hadn't gotten anywhere.
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in newer writers is that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both of the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stimulus is completely gone. She sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Bias? How? Is it because you have like no expert writing? Is that what you're saying, Yuri?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologies are sound to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiled dreamily and said that's rarely an opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is just supposed to be a literature club. I mean, that's how it is. And of course, we got the weird, interesting handwriting from Yuri. Ghosts under the light. The 10 rows of the hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining straight light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. Life flickers. I flicker back. Oh my god, it can be like hard to say because her handwriting is so very fancy.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
No, I'm just your handwriting is like totally amazing. Can't barely read it.
What?
I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
Hey, wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
No.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hehe. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Steven.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. It's soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more slowly put it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Well, I get that's out then. Well, so it took a lot of effort, does it? So, I may as well just leave it for today. I'm more like curious, like, this doesn't matter. I could go back to my menu. I'm more curious, why is it like go exit DDLC? I mean, does it mean like I could close out the game or something? I don't know. Let me check if something changes. Exit DDLC, return to the desktop. Why do you mean return to the desktop? I'm more like curious what it is. I better not leave me to like the my screen or something. Okay, that is new. That was new. That was like this before. Okay, that's not literally my screen at all. Why is I exit DDLC or something? This is a login. Oh my god. I have my homepage. I have my own time as well! It's the same time as usual. Okay, that looks really different as before. Metaverse Enterprise Solutions? Okay, this is really new. I never know this starts happening. Oh, there's a side story. I never heard that part. And there's a pictures, music, and settings? I don't know there's a setting as well. Data collected 11%. What data collected? Is it because I've been looked over everything? Oh my god, that looks really different. Music? Oh my god, that's a lot of music there. Oh, is it like the same soundtrack from like, but before? Yeah, it does. But there's another soundtrack as well. Katie Hearts feature Jason Hayes, and Dear Sunshine feature Azuri Sky, and it's a playlist as well? Well, okay, that's strange. What's the Katie Hearts is? Oh, there's a new song then. What about this one? Is it X out it? Okay, you can stay in the music as well. Okay. Maybe kicks with the theme one. So that's not like a regular one, so that's like the other ones. And there's a picture as well. Ah, I can change the wallpapers. Oh, that's something interesting. Oh, there's another poems as well. It's like, it feels like you can keep it with you. My god, there's like a different kind of wallpapers. Oh my goodness. So that's what I call like Literature Plus. And I wrap up for Sayori. I think this is like the first thing I got. Okay, this one's look different. A concept sketch of a complete cast, drawn by Kakufumi. Okay, that's really strange, but wow. Now that's really something interesting. I can pick out any kind of wallpapers I want. Maybe set this wallpaper then. Yes. Error? What does it mean error? Is it changes? Yeah, same. There's a mail there. What have a mail? Okay, that's really strange for that. Now I'm gonna look at some kind of stuff that I never seen before in my life. There's files there as well. Oh, there's the files. There's where they came from. Usually they came from our desktop as well. So that explains it. So now I got all the character files over here. And there's a game over here as well. And there's save files as well. Like, can I delete it? Unable to open save file. Can I delete that file? I can't even like click onto it. It's a poem words dot text. What does it say? Ah, there. That's a really interesting format. It's Sayori's winning words. What's with all the numbers exactly? Okay, is this more like how rough with it? Is there anything more for Monica? No, there's nothing for Monica there exactly. Maybe something might be interesting if there's something messed up with the files and everything. Me Note 1. Update development time. This is different. New task. Test case for a new generic model. Severe time. Is this supposed to be the same thing from the before? Or something? Test. Copy test from this purple drive to Dan client. System. Ah, it's a lot of files there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it exactly. It's like I looked through files and everything, like that's a lot of numbers. 14. I can't open it. But what's this all about exactly? Okay, I didn't mean to pull up like that. There's a reset.ch. That'd be wise not to open it, so. That's a trademark, so I'm not sure what it does for us exactly. But there's another one called Side Stories. What a side story does. I mean, it is, like I said, it comes with different kind of features, so I want to check them out. The side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the event of a main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing a poem for different characters and viewing their special sense in DDLC. Oh, so I have to keep on playing it by DDLC to unlock it. And there's Trust Part 1. Okay, so this might be really interesting enough. This might be news that I never seen before. But I can even like go back to play DDLC for a bit. But okay, that is something really, really interesting. But I kind of never expect something like this at all. And of course, the music got changed. I should like doing constant loop or something. Okay, back in that. But anyways, this is really interesting enough. I never expected like if you exit DDLC, this shard pops up. I thought for sure they're gonna lead me back to my desktop, but I guess not. So maybe for tomorrow, I want to check out the side story to see what this stuff is all about exactly. It says an unrelated to the event of the main game. So I'm only curious, like if I do the same thing back then, like if I do like the true endings, like get all girls together or something like that, maybe something might be changes. So okay, that'll explain why I can't get something from my file just like the originals. It's kind of really strange. I mean, that costs something, but that is so really interesting though. So I'll come back again for tomorrow. I want to check out the side story, what it's all about. Maybe there might be a short, but who knows? But it's kind of really interesting. I never expected something really new around here, but we will see what comes next. So anyways, that pretty much it for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Like I said before, if you want to check out the entire series I did back then, for almost like a very long time from the very beginning, I could put the link in the description players so you can check out for yourself if you want to cause a spoiler for anything for some reason. But yeah, it's finally back together, aren't we? Me and the rest of the 4 girls there. That is something. So anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button too. Light them up! And watch the videos or check out and subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!